Coach, opening statement.
First of all, I think this is one of the hardest regional finals we've ever had because of Wisconsin. And they're a phenomenal team. They've got great efforts, great players. They are very well coached. And we had to play our best match of the year to win this match today. And so much respect for the Badgers. And I asked our team, and I told them that we were going to have to really max it out today. And they responded and did a great job. And even though a few times it wasn't going really well, they just stayed with it and found ways to win. And the other thing is I asked our crowd to will us, and I'm not sure I've heard the Devaney this loud for this long, every point. And so thanks to our crowd. They were unbelievable today.
Coach, what do you say to fans deciding whether or not to travel, making those arrangements right now?
Well, I think everybody's already booked tickets because I hear from everybody. I got my tickets. See you in Louisville. So I don't think anybody knew's going. I think they already did that a long time ago. I mean, it's sold out. So, but one of our themes this year is Race for the Roses. It's on our poster. We have shirts, and our goal is to get back to Louisville for the third time. We've already been there twice.
Lexi, that second set, you guys got out to a 12-4 lead. Merritt was serving good, winning long rallies. Just what's that experience like? What's that feeling like when you guys are playing like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just a flow state. Everything's kind of going our way. But I think after that first set, it was kind of back and forth, a close 2-point game that we had to battle out. And I think I knew going into the second set that we were going to come out with a lot more urgency, and which is exactly what we did. And, yeah, we were just on a roll. Yeah, it was awesome.
Harper, getting the MVP, first of all, congratulations. But, this season's been such a journey, and to you got more to go, of course, but, what does that mean to you to get that?
I mean, it means a lot, but I think I owe it all to my teammates and the coaches because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. So I'm just really thankful that I'm involved in a program like this, and I don't know where I would be without this whole staff and our whole team. So it means a lot, but I wouldn't be here without them.
John, what do you feel for Taylor to have a match like that? And I assume she took advantage of a matchup that you needed her to?
Well, she was matched up on Anna and Charlie. So, but we yesterday in practice, I tried to instill in her mind that she was going to have to go high and hard, and she did that today. And she got some big kills for us on some tough sets, and so. Yeah, I'm really happy for her because, she hasn't been to a Final Four yet. She's done a lot, and so I'm sure this is a big moment for her.
John, Kelly talked about your defense being as good as he's ever seen. Is this as good as your team played defensively?
The effort on both sides was incredible. I mean, both teams were laying out, making unreal plays, and there was a lot of times, I blow the whistle in practice when I think the ball's down. I would have blown the whistle several times a day thinking the ball was down, and next thing you know, it's up. But, when they have hitters like that, you've got to dig balls because you ain't going to block those guys all the time. And again, our pursuit, Harper went in the crowd a couple times. I wanted to challenge that one. I don't get that rule, but our team had tremendous effort on defense today.
John, could you have envisioned any other kind of ending for Lexi and the seniors at home than to go out like this?
No, this is, Merritt's undefeated here. And, for those 5 seniors there's a lot of pressure on us. Third time we're playing these guys. We're the ones we're at home. We should win. And again, but our seniors helped run this team and lead this team, and they did a heck of a job. And I already told both Lexi and Merritt that this is their team, and they willed them to a win.
Let's see what was going through your head during that last lap around the Devaney.
Oh, definitely emotional. It's just definitely doesn't feel real that that was my last game in Devaney, but like he said, there's no better way to go out, and just giving a little bit of appreciation for the Devaney Center and for all the fans for helping us get to this point and helping us get to the next stage. So it was definitely, that's one of my favorite parts of the whole year, is just getting to go around and celebrate with all of them.
Harper and Lexi, what was it like to play this year with that understanding, that stated goal of going to Louisville for a third time, and going there twice and knowing that and having that pressure all season hanging over you?
You want me to go?
Oh, I don't care.
You can go. I'll go after you.
I think from the beginning of the year, like, it was definitely something we had to kind of challenge ourselves with, is finding a way to let go of, like, last year and let go of all the pressures and just have a clean slate from the start. And obviously we've had a goal to get back to the Final Four, and we achieved that goal, but the job's not done. And I think just having that same mentality of, like, the next point, the next match, taking what's right in front of us and just going with that will help us a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the expectation here is to make it to a national championship. So I think with that, it comes a lot of pressure. But at the same time, we like to tell each other that we're playing for each other. And I think that's what keeps us balanced and calm, because we're always going to have pressure when you play in a program like this. But I think it's about just playing for each other and not listening to outside noise, just because it's an expectation here and we know that, but it's still a lot of pressure. So just staying focused on us and not what's around us.
John, you say some years the tournament is about the matchups that you get. I mean, how did you match up with Wisconsin this year?
Well, on paper, I mean, it's hard to match up with them, but, Harper basically for 9 games was blocking Anna. Almost all three rotations for 9 games we had the same matchups. And, you can look at the size difference, but, she got her kills, but Harper touched her a couple times, got a block, and but they're a great serving team. We're a great passing team, and you saw we started off. I mean, they broke us down right away, and then we settled down and passed them really well. And I thought our serving started stressing them. They're also a very good passing team, but we started breaking them down as the match went on. But it's 2 heavyweights. I mean, this is a slugfest. The long rallies. It's hard to put the ball away. You got this big block you're dealing with all the time. So it's a heavyweight fight. It was like Ollie Foreman 3, wherever that was, Africa or wherever it was. So, or Ollie Frazier 3. Ollie Frazier 3, sorry. Tom Chattel's here. He'll know. Boxing fan.
John, what do you feel for Danny to make a Final Four at her home?
They were almost eliminated last week, and they played unreal yesterday. So we've done that a couple times. There's so much pressure when you're hosting. It can be suffocating, and it is really hard, even though you're hosting, knowing everybody expects you to get there. And so she's done a heck of a job with that team, and they played phenomenal yesterday.
Coach, any Thursday preference for your opponent?
No. Nope. We're just, hey, we're going to celebrate today and worry about that tomorrow.
Do you celebrate by watching the game tonight?
Maybe. I don't know. Yellowstone's on, so it's going to be Yellowstone's on. It's the season final. So I'm going to see if Tom Chattel's a prophet, because he told me how it was going to end.
Questions?
Coach, Laney kind of dove at you again in the third set. Were you a little more prepared this year than last year?
Yeah, I was there. I was ready because I knew she was going. So I was going to take the hit and not let her hit because it was right there in the corner of the scorer's table. So I'm like, I'm not letting her hit this thing because, so I took the hit. I was ready.
Harper, what was your team's game changer of today? I mean, offense, defense, passing, serving, what was the biggest difference?
I think, well, at first, I think that we weren't serving them tough enough, and I think throughout the second and third set, we kind of got into that more. But I also think at some points, like, we could have cleaned it up a little bit. But I want to give credit to Kennedy. Coach gave her credit in the locker room. She comes in and she does her job perfectly, and I think we really feed off of her energy and her presence. So I just want to give a lot of credit to her for that. So other than that, I think serving was a big factor of that.
You know, I want to echo that. You know, there's a great story with Kennedy, what her role, what she's been here, and she's found a way to help this team win. And she came in today, and I know we scored the most points in her rotation, and that's a great story. And that's why, you know, we call her a game changer.
John, I mean, the expectation was to get to the Final Four. I mean, for you personally, is this relief or is this excitement?
This one's excitement because Wisconsin. I know how good Wisconsin is, and this is a really tough matchup, you know, seed-wise, and to go to the Final Four. And I mean, what have they been there? Like how many times? Last 7 out of 10 of the last 10 years, or I mean, I don't know, some crazy number, you know. And like I said, these are two heavyweights, two teams that deserve and are good enough to be in the Final Four.
All good?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.